today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Washington football team taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Groove AIM 2021.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading about a quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, there.
And right away, he lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his 2nd season with the football team.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 5 matchup will be coming up next. Philadelphia Eagles 3-1, Carolina Panthers 2-2.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 5 matchup will be coming up next. Green Bay Packers 3-1, Cincinnati Bengals 3-1.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. A first down throw for Heineke. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for only a couple. This defense for the Saints, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 5 matchup will be coming up next. Los Angeles Rams 2-2, Seattle Seahawks 4-0.
A gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Heineke. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
First down, Heineke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 5 matchup will be coming up next. Miami Dolphins 3-1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2-2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long for Heineke. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Saints again ready to go on offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 75 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked
The
pretty well
NFL
for them in the
Madden
running
League
game
Season
last week.
202021 Week 5 matchup will be coming up next. Chicago Bears 1-3, Las Vegas Raiders 0-4.
So some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing. Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at
The
the
NFL
40.
Madden League Season 202021 Week 5 matchup will be coming up next. San Francisco 49ers 0-4, Arizona Cardinals 2-2.
But he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. We're scoreless after 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. A handoff for Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Heineke. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Heineke. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rolling to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Heineke. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 10, 1st and goal. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Humphreys. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
On now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. They'll throw again. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
First down, Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Rosa's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Colin Kaepernick, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Heineke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Heineke now. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On the move to his left. And some room to roam now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. 7 yards the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. That is incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he finds McLaurin. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack.
Heineke.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Heineke now from the 50. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Once more, Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Heineke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, they'll roll him out right. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. To throw, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Out to the right to Humphreys. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Heineke to throw it. That one is slant to McLaurin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, a run with Gibson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll go again with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run. It's Gibson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And now it's a bootleg with Heineke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 10. 1:36 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. It's complete. Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Here's Winston. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. Winston to throw.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Winston.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. One last shot now for Winston.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.